Nice quarter for Wemby against the Lakers, Brew. 25 points.
I'll say.
40 in the game. He only played 26 minutes. Your reaction to your guy looking great.
Well, what I loved about it, I mean, 40 and 12, of course you love it. But the way he did it, Nick, the versatility he showed. He can do everything on the court. Handle, drive, shoot the three, shoot the mid-range, like everything. And he did that last night. I've been at times bothered that when he just settles for threes. Now, he's a good three-point shooter. Mm-hmm. He's not just a guy that, oh, yeah, he can shoot. He's
gotten
a
better.
good,
That's the one part of his
game
that's
He is a legit three-point shooter.
Yeah.
But last night, instead of taking 9, which he did a few nights ago, I think he may have even taken 12, or he took 9 out of 14 shots a couple games ago against Dallas. Last night, he only took 6 threes out of 20 shots. As you can see, he attacked the basket off the dribble. He posted a little bit, whether at the free throw line or on the block. And I don't necessarily know that you station him at the block, but he could flash across the lane and post up on the opposite side. But he did it all. And that's what he can do. Don't just settle for threes. He also, Nick, got to the free throw line to hit 10 or 12 free throws. He's an 81% free throw shooter. So this year, overall, he's improved in that he's gone from four free throw attempts to 7 a game.
That's important.
He's dropped from 9 three-point attempts to 5 a game. So overall, that's good. And Nick, I'm gonna be honest. They're a contender in the West.
Yeah.
They're second in the West. They're 17-11 against winning teams with winning records. That's second only to Detroit.
Are you saying they could catch? They're 3.5 games behind the Thunder.
No, I'm not saying they'll catch. I'm saying they have a chance to get to the finals
and win the championship.
Yeah.
I agree with that. What's weird to me about the statistical profile you just described of he's shooting less threes, he's making more free throws, is his numbers this year to last year are basically identical. Right. Slightly fewer minutes, but and so it is when he started the first game of the year, he had a 40 piece, right? And we were like, is he already the best player in the league? He, last night, to be fair, I don't know, could he have had 70? I don't know. Like he had 25 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. He had 25. And obviously the Lakers resting everyone so he doesn't play much of the second half. Do you think that once he starts playing 32 minutes a game, 34 minutes a game, that he is ready to be, for that stretch of time, a 30-point-a-game guy? Because that's for them, I think they have built, obviously, on the fly, a very good team. And he's already the best defensive player in the league. He was arguably his first game in the league. In order for them to actually be able to win all 4 rounds, I think he's going to have to be close to, if not a 30-point-a-game guy. And that's the thing we haven't seen yet. I'm not criticizing him for he's 22 years old. But I think that's the jump he would have to make for them to actually be able to win a championship.
I think he's very capable of that. I think it's the way they play. If you watch them play, it's completely equal opportunity offense. It actually looks like they have so much talent because Dylan Harper is a top, blue chipper. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, all blue chippers. And then, of course, Wemby. It looks like they're just not in a selfish way, but it's like, I'm going for mine. They don't necessarily spend an inordinate amount of time looking for Wemby. If Harper gets it, he's going to the hole, seeing if he's got something. Same with Castle. Same with Fox. Same with Wemby. I actually think there's a lot of times where Wemby's like, I got to get my shots up now. Like when he gets it, he's looking for a shot. And look, it's been successful, but I think they're almost like, okay, we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of young guys. We want everybody to have the green light. We're not just going to look for Wemby. And let's see how it goes in the playoffs.
Too much, you think?
I would like them to look for Wemby and play through him a little bit more. I like that everybody feels like they have a green light. 5-man basketball is better than 1 or 2-man basketball. So I like it. But I think their approach is if this doesn't work in the playoffs, then we'll adjust next year. We're young. But I just think they should look for him more because every night it's a mismatch or every play.
Tiers next. I would have gone for 100. 25 in the first. I come back to the bench. Like, what do you think about 100? A Super Bowl sound from the Seattle sidelines. Here's Julian Love on Drake Maye's tells, where he basically predicts an interception. Take a listen.
Classic young quarterback. I know. As soon as that back foot hits,
deep ball is this.
As soon as the back foot hits, he's going to where he wants, but he's pausing for a second to confirm that he's open. He's not blindly doing like Stafford. There's like a little hitch there. Okay. But you can show you jumped that.
Well, when this happened, I put my back foot down there, and here you go. A little bit of a duck, and it's an interception. The game was over. And
the audio.
They had hope.
Tough. Who did he say he's not quite like?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh.
I thought they were right.
Wow.
Right there.
Wow.
Right.
Julian Love, someone send him a fruit basket.
You guys have all fallen into a trap.
Oh, please tell us the trap.
You have all fallen into a trap. You know what the conversation used to be, Greg?
Oh.
Who's the best quarterback of that draft class? Yeah, I don't know. Bo Nix, he's winning a lot of games. Is it Bo Nix or Drake? Caleb or Drake?
It's still
is it Jaden or Drake?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that conversation in a while. You know what I hear now?
Had it yesterday.
You know, I hear Drake Maye. He's no Joe Burrow. Drake Maye is 23. He's not as good as 14, 17-year veteran Matthew Stafford. They're not on the same level. You got me, Breaking Bad. You got me. You got me. He's not as good as, I'll lay down my swords. But the conversation is now not about Drake Maye and Caleb and other young, interesting quarterbacks. Its conversation is about Drake Maye, Josh Allen, Lamar, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford.
Hold on. Wait.
You got me.
That's a nice.
You got me.
But so hold on. But
that
that
is
is
misdirection.
So
you
wait,
guys win.
Hold on. So, but that is.
Good job, Wildes.
That is you.
I like that.
But that is a massive concession from you.
I know.
Because I don't think any of us are willing to concede your other point of it, which is that Drake Maye is no longer in the discussion with Caleb or Jaden. I didn't put him in with Bo Nix.
I just haven't heard it recently.
But Brew had it yesterday. I mean, we've had
earlier
it
today.
Yeah, earlier today.
I had my AirPods.
And to me, because my read on that is I guess a little differently, which is it is not that Drake Maye now is in the discussion with Stafford. It's quite the opposite. It's going into the Super Bowl, some folks, maybe some handsome folks who just had a birthday, were demanding he be neck and neck with Stafford, and now we have impromptu on the sideline a player in the game explaining how he is not at all like Matt Stafford. Like that to me is a concession in the other direction, and not that shocking because there's only, in the last, 15 years, I don't know if there's a quarterback other than Mahomes who at this age was
separated.
Was as good as the best long-term veteran quarterbacks and, kind of across the board recognized as such. Brady wasn't even that, but he's a different type of player. Peyton was, but that's a long time ago at this point. And so, I don't think it's a glaring indictment on Drake Maye as much as I think it's a glaring indictment on some Drake Maye opinions, leading up to it.
Wildes, I got some good news and bad news for you.
I'll take them both.
I didn't agree with your little take you just did, but I thought it was creative. I thought it was. I thought you were. Yeah, it was cute. That's a good one. I thought you were kind of stuck, right? And you found a way to wiggle yourself out of it.
Is this the good news or the bad news?
It's kind of the bad news.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but that's the bad news. The good news is this is great for Drake.
See?
This is just what he needed to hear. Maybe he wouldn't if Julian Love had not been mic'd up, maybe Drake goes into next season not even knowing he had a tell. But seriously.
Excellent.
Like, this is great news for him because now he's, you know what? I didn't even know I was doing that. Now he can work this offseason on eliminating that from his game. And look, second-year quarterback, 23 years old, we are not just saying he's going to improve because he's young and all that, but he has things he really can work on, as all the young quarterbacks do. Brady in his second year, even though he won a Super Bowl, still had a long way to go. Mahomes, even though he was still great that early, remember he talked about reading defenses and all that. Yeah. So Lamar won an MVP his second year and has improved dramatically over that. That's what Drake, this is great for him. If Josh McDaniels should be sitting down with Drake playing this, man, look at that.
Your take or the sound?
Both, maybe.
Both, yeah. But mainly the sound.
So the week leading into the Super Bowl, I had my takeaways of things I learned or wish I knew going into the Super Bowl, and doing more, knowing that you can be more, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Julian Love grinding the tape, trying to find any and everything, just one thing to give me a little distinct advantage, because I can say that this wasn't Drake Maye all season long. This wasn't him pausing all season long. It became a thing once he was getting sacked. Well, he got sacked all season long, but playing those type of defenses, and they were getting extreme amount of pressure on him. So now you start to hold that ball a little bit longer. Is he open? Is he not? You're playing much more tighter defenses, and so you become something that you hadn't been. Great job by him. For me, Drake Maye is going to be just fine. But this is what wins and loses football games in these moments. The smallest tell that you don't know, and one of those things that I remember I told you guys I did, the first week I was studying my opponent like crazy. The second week I tried to watch myself and had Charles Woodson and Tramon Williams try to identify things that I wouldn't necessarily see of myself to eliminate that. Those are, it's that close when you're in those type of, well, it wasn't that close for the Seahawks, but I mean, those are the types of things that you are willing to do to win that type of a game.
And that's also what I will say, because we've now heard about the Patriots offensive linemen having some tells on run or pass, and how they were set, this on Drake Maye. Because the team is so young, your graphic about rookie snaps, and Drake Maye doesn't even count for that. He's a second-year player, but obviously very young. That, to me, is a missed opportunity by the Patriots coaches to not either pick up in the prep or in real time the same tells Seattle was, and trying, certainly with the offensive linemen, I don't know how much you could, how much Drake was doing it in the playoff run leading up to it, if that was specifically in the game. My other takeaway from this, in all seriousness, is the great mic'd up NFL moments are such a window into how specifically brilliant, excellent football players are. It is it is remarkable to me that a guy in the midst of the chaos who, again, think about what Julian Love is actually seeing. The guy's 30 yards away. There's linemen. He's covering someone, and he just has, picked up on. I know this. Maybe to you this sounds obvious. No, it's a remarkable ability that is specific to elite athletes, and I think particularly impressive in football because of all the chaos on the field, to pick up just a little tendency tell and then to be able to activate on it. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you pick up in film study, and then once you get onto the game field, you need to see it one time to confirm, is this true? Right. Is this what I saw? Once you see that one time, that's how you're playing. That's how you're approaching every single snap now.
The tell I picked up on is when you can see the bottom of Drake Maye's feet like this. We're in trouble. It's a bad sign when you're seeing Drake Maye's cleats in the air. It's like me on the airport today. Well, I got to see Cleveland. They're either looking for a QB1 or it's obviously Shedeur Brew. Not a lot of middle ground. Here's Myles Garrett's take.
That's what we're looking at as a guy. We're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what we can really do.
All right, Brew, do you think he's done enough to be QB1?
Well, I think Myles Garrett said it perfectly. He showed some flashes. We'll give him a chance. I just don't think Stefanski and that staff, or mainly Stefanski, believed in him. So even as he was starting those last few games, it almost felt like it was a grudging, let's see if we can work with him or whatever. I don't believe – he certainly hasn't earned he's definitely our starter next year. But I do believe whatever they do, it should be a quarterback competition. However, I believe his name, if it's just Gabriel and him and maybe a legit backup, like a perennial backup guy, that Shedeur should be atop the depth chart. Now, maybe Gabriel outplays him and takes it from him, but Shedeur should enter camp as the number one guy in a legit, fair QB competition. If they were to go out, and I'm not saying they'll do this, but if they were to go out and get a Malik Willis or somebody like that, then no. I think in your mind you're thinking it's going to be Willis. I don't think you hand it to him either. I think it's a legit competition. Maybe nobody's at number one, but it's a legit competition.
But if you sign Malik Willis,
Malik has shown more than Shedeur, but I don't think you sign Malik automatically ready to hand him.
Wow.
What you showed yesterday was 3 games over 2 years. Now, I think Malik is better, and I think Malik would beat him out, but I would be like, we're bringing you in for a competition. We like you. We think you will emerge as our starter, but you got to earn it. Has he done enough where he don't have to earn it?
Yeah, if you're going out and you're signing Malik Willis, you have a plan, believing that he's going to be your guy.
I agree with that.
But in terms of this question, has he done enough? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I totally get what Myles Garrett is saying, and I understand your point. If the roster as currently configured with the quarterbacks that they have, even Deshaun, if they were to go to camp right now and say, you know what, ones go out, Shedeur should probably go out there, but it should be an open competition still. He should be given the benefit of the doubt to kind of be the one that's leading the in
the back of your mind.
Yeah, leading the case of being the number one guy, but 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 50-something, I think it was 56% completion percentage. All of those things can improve. I totally understand that, but it wasn't to where it's a no-brainer. Yeah, he's number one.
I mean, his season-long numbers, and listen, the ranks are what the ranks are, but the season-long numbers are, I think, evidence that he has not done close to enough to be like, he's our starting quarterback. I agree with Brew that of the quarterbacks on the roster right now, I do feel like even though those numbers are not good, I just think he played better than Dillon Gabriel and showed more upside than Dillon Gabriel. So I think I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to play another snap in the NFL. So I would have Shedeur-QB1 on the roster right now. The Malik Willis thing, I think Malik Willis, because it is such a scarce quarterback market, is signing with a team to be the team's starter. Whether that's a good idea or not. So let me take Malik Willis out of it. Say the Browns were to sign Matt Ryan. I think that then is a true competition. Like Matt Ryan gets cut from the Falcons, and I think he is the.
You mean Cousins?
Jeez, I can't believe.
I was like,
all right, keep going. Phillip Rivers, man.
He's coming from the executive position now.
It doesn't matter.
Wild,
this is interesting.
I've got such a weird Matt Ryan era.
He is that last era you met.
Yes, was Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
we were in boxes.
something.
Forgot he had signed. Sorry, I didn't know. You guys are all looking at me like I'm an idiot. What's going on? Yes, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Thank you. If Kirk Cousins gets cut, but still wants to keep playing, I don't think Cousins has right now the leverage, so to speak, that Malik Willis does, and he signed somewhere, I think that becomes a competition. It's like, hey,
But
the
Cousins
young guy
is better though. At
Cousins
this
is
point,
better
he's
right
better than
now,
Shedeur.
but I would want that competition. I'd want to see how much did Shedeur grow, how much did Cousins atrophy over the year. Like if it's close, I would have Ty go to the young guy who's super cheap moving forward. So that's the type of world that I think he lives in. What is, and we don't have time to get into it now, what's interesting to me is what number pick in the draft does if they take a quarterback this year, does that draft placement supplant Shedeur's year head start? Like a first round pick, definitely.
Yes.
Second round pick?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I feel like
But
there's
if
a
they-
gap
let's-
between
let's
first-
say-
Yeah. So that's
If it was a first round pick, not Mendoza, but it was a first round pick. So you're saying he would start as the number one quarterback going into training
what
camp?
I'm saying is if the Browns take a quarterback in the first round, they are going to there will be a competition.
For sure.
And the competition, they will hope the first round pick wins it.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean? That's what they will be taking him hoping for that. Second round pick, maybe not. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.